What's up, guys? I want to talk about the effects of perlination. I am constantly trying to raise awareness on the harms of perlination. Perlination abuse. Perlination is child abuse. This is scary. Psychological abuse by parents has been found to lead to disorders at a rate greater than physical or sexual abuse. Ugh. That's in the American Psychological Association. Body's response to abuse: reduced ability to learn and respond, dysfunctional social skills, hormonal imbalance. These are all scary. Inappropriate immune response, and greater susceptibility to infections. Ugh. This one I want to read more. This one's about alienated children are likely to die prematurely and suffer from. And then there's a list. So I want to read more about this and look into it and do another video on this. This is very interesting and sad. Alienated children are likely to die prematurely and suffer from severe depression, suicidal tendencies, drug alcohol abuse, inability to form relationships, low academic achievement, heart disease, cancer, lung disease, incarceration, and low self-esteem. That's a lot. That's a lot. It says, are your children victim of hate? And it's a picture of a kid putting her hands over her ears. Save your child from being abused by perlination. So these are the things that she's hearing, and she's trying to get it out of her head, trying to deal with it. The fact that these poor children have to live with their abusers and alienators and do what they have to do to cope with it is unimaginable. There are parents who are upset with their kids because it's hard. It's a lot of emotion. They don't understand why their child or children would act a certain way. But we have to remember, it's not their fault. It is not their fault they're being used as weapons. It is not their fault what's happening to them, the way that they are dealing and the way that they have to cope with the aftermath. And if they are happy, if our kids are happy to be around us and talk about us to their alienators and abusers, they have to see their alienators and abusers' face. And they probably are talking smack. They're probably making it where the kids don't want to talk about it in front of them because it's bad for them and the repercussions to see the people that they live with. So that's why they do what they do. And if we actually get mad at our children for them learning to cope with what they have to deal with, that's not their fault, then we are actually giving in to the abusers and alienators and what they want. If we are mad at our children and not focusing on the people doing the alienation and abuse, then they freaking win. And it shouldn't matter what age. Everybody's gonna come to at their own, and some might not even ever come around at all. So for example, my son is going to be turning 22 this summer. I always have hope that he's going to come to me. But he could be 40, which is what I am right now. He could be 55. He might not ever come around because the psychological abuse is so severe and the damage is done. So I can't be mad at him. Of course I want him to come to me, but if he doesn't, I can't hold that against him. That's not his fault. It's not his fault what happened to him. So this child is, for example, these are the things that she's dealing with. Your dad will feed you to the tigers. Your mom doesn't love you. Your papa is a bad man and his family are very evil. Who do you want to live with, mama or papa? Tell the judge that you hate your mom. What? You had fun at your dad's place? Poor kids. This is about how you can help. However hard and frustrating it may seem, don't give up. Remember, your child is the real victim. Don't blame them, love them. Don't badmouth your spouse in return. Don't badmouth the other party, the alienators and abusers. Now that's hard because even if you speak the truth, it could be bad-mouthing them. So it's hard to just maintain your cool, and I understand that. For me, now that my son's older and I protest and I can't get the time that we lost back. So when I speak about my parents and the abuse that I endured and what they do and how they are, I'm sure that there's others out there who are like, well, what the hell? You are not even doing what you're preaching. You're talking bad about the other party. So I get that. I understand that. But the difference is I'm not making shit up or just saying it just to say it. I'm speaking the truth. And I'm speaking the truth that I was not allowed to for my whole life. I was silenced. So there is a difference. And there does come a time when you should be able to say what you want to say. You should be able to do that freely. And no matter what, it's going to be used against me. It's going to be used against you. They're always going to... It's okay for them to do it, but not for you. So I just want you to know that when I'm speaking about the other party, that I'm not bad-mouthing them because I'm speaking the truth. If it sounds like I'm bad-mouthing them, that's not my fault. Maybe they shouldn't be pieces of shit. Spend time with your child building good memories, if you're able to. I tried hard. They took that away from me. Seek help for yourself and your child from trained psychologicalists. Wow. Anywho, from shrinks, from therapists. I have been going to therapy ever since my son was taken from me, and I've moved around quite a bit since 2008. So I have met many different type of therapists. There were therapists that I did not get along with and they didn't like me, but because I wanted the help and I was trying to do the work and be better, I stuck through it. I even stayed with counselors that I shouldn't have, and I'll never do that again. You should find somebody that you're comfortable with. You shouldn't have to... If you're putting yourself out there, hopefully it's for something that you can learn from and not have a consequence from or make it worse. When you're talking to somebody about that, I know it's hard. You want to feel safe. You want to bring that up. So if you tell somebody something vulnerable about yourself in your past and they react the way that you don't think they're supposed to, don't take it personal. Try to find somebody else that would be better for you. I wanted to have the help and I kept doing it because I thought that's what was best. But I found out later, because just trial and error and experience, that it was not good for me. I probably shouldn't have done that. But at the same time, me being who I am, I always have to try my hardest because otherwise I'll always be wondering, what if? So, at least now I know better. Bring it to the notice of courts. Bring it to the notice of courts. Bring what? The crap? We'll come back to that. Alienated parents, put your child's needs before yours. Remember, PA is likely to hurt you and your child. Duh. Seek help for yourself and your child from trained therapists. That's hard though, because you want to find somebody who knows about parental alienation and not biased. And parental alienation is not known out there. It's a term that's been around for quite some time, but not everybody knows about it. Hence everybody wanting to raise awareness. People know that abuse might be happening, but they don't know what the term is, what it's called. Legal professionals. Put the child's interest before yours or your clients. Remember, your children are going to grow up in the same society. Yes, very good. We always blame society, but then we need to remember we are society. Ouch, right? Educate fellow professionals. Yes, absolutely. I have a plan. I'm going to print out tons of different brochures. And I have an idea of where I'm going to start and start talking to people here locally in my area. But I'm not going to give that away yet. More to come. PA is not a family law issue, but a human child right issue. Ooh, that's good. PA is not a family law issue, but a human child right issue. So, I brought this up before when I was denied my visits and I had the court paperwork in my hand and called the cops and said, hey, my parents are denying my right to be with my son at this time, and the judge ordered it. I was told by the cops, which many people are told, that is a civil matter and that you're supposed to take it to court and you're supposed to tell the judge. Shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't ever be like that. The police need to be educated, and that needs to change. That needs to be like, even if there is no punishment for the other party, the police need to be like, we're going to escort and make sure that the kid gets to spend time over here and you're not going to fuck with it. Not, oh, we're not going to have anything to do with it. Just go to the judge. Police are supposed to serve and protect us. So we pay them. So for them to cop out, cop out, like so, I just can't stand it. It angers me so much. It would have been great had the cops stepped in and did their job and helped me, because that just reinforced the bad behavior in the criminal nation for Creedence, for my parents, for everybody. That makes no sense. Medical professionals increase awareness about ACE, adverse childhood experiences. I don't know about that. That's new. Seek history of childhood trauma in all patients. Okay. Treat PA as a serious physical and mental health diagnosis. Yeah, absolutely. There's one more quote that I'm going to give you guys that's going to be for the end of my video for today. It's a quote by Elon Musk, and I absolutely love it, and it's me. Let's see. I was gonna read it off, but now I've got cold feet. Let's see. Sorry guys, hold on. I don't want to say it wrong. If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it. If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it. Absolutely. That's me, folks. All right, y'all. I hope you're having a good day. Today is the 36th day for the Love On campaign. Please join in on the movement, ending parental alienation, and daily documenting our love for our children. Love to the alienated. Creedence, I love you, I miss you, and I hope nothing but the best for you. I hope you're having the time of your life. I love you so much. We all do. Signing out.